Hey guys, I'm Sarita.
I'm Nikki.
And
we're your favorite sisters.
Welcome to our YouTube channel.
Welcome back if you're returning.
We are so happy that you're here.
So today is Bookmas 13.
You guys, listen.
Let's have a party really quick because we're doing it.
Listen. We made it, okay? This is exciting.
Yes.
So if you've been following this journey with us, you guys know that it has been a struggle.
A real struggle.
But honestly, like, not so bad, right? Like, we are really enjoying it.
Yes. I don't feel burnt out, do you?
I don't feel burnt out. Oh, just my cute sweatshirt. Thank you, Aubrey Pen. No, I don't feel burnt out at all. I actually feel inspired. Like, I feel like we can continue to give y'all this energy. Not a book every day, but we can give y'all, a video every day. Not that, but we can do more because we hadn't done enough. So I definitely feel like we can do more. Today we're going to do our very first ever book tag. That's exciting.
It's very exciting. Okay, so I have a question for you guys. Sarita said that I'm pushing it and I'm reaching, but I feel like we're still new to BookTube. I don't feel like we're, like all the other booktubers and stuff. Like, I feel like we're still learning. And even though it's been a year, it has not been like a consecutive year. Like, we would come on, then we would be off, then we'd be off, then we come on, and then we'd be, So I feel like we could still do the new to BookTube tag. What do y'all think? If you guys think we can, we're gonna do it. If you think we can't, I'm gonna be hurt, and Sarita's gonna be like, I told you so.
I'm not saying that we can't do it. I'm just saying, like, a year in and now you want to do it?
Yes, because I didn't know it was a thing till like 2 weeks ago. And ever since then, I've been like, I don't want to do it. But Sarita said that it don't make sense. So you tell me, do you guys think it makes sense? Because I don't feel like we're really on BookTube like that. We're still new. They don't know us. But anyways, the book tag we will be doing today is reading habits tag. I'm not sure who the creator of the tag is. If you guys know, please comment down below so that we can give acknowledgement and appreciation where it is due. And I'd appreciate it. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
So what is this book tag called?
It's the reading habits tag.
Reading habits book tag. Okay.
Okay, so question number 1. Do you have a certain place at home for reading?
I have my annotation station, but like actually listening to an audiobook, I don't sit down. I move all around and do things. I can't.
ADHD/OCD. Yeah. I get it. I don't get it. I'm joking. She's been so serious this Bookmas, guys.
In the spirit of Booksmith, I'm not gonna cuss her ass out. I'm not.
For me, there's this like corner. I have a sectional couch, and there's this corner in my house that I love to just like.
She does everything in that corner. It's nothing
my corner.
To do just reading. That's her
It's
corner.
my corner. So that's where I would say if I'm like getting most of my reading done. But I do a lot of audiobooks, especially if it's not Whisper Sync. I will listen to an audiobook and clean. But for the most part, my corner of my couch, I'll be there reading more than even in my bed. That's just, it's my comfort place. I don't know.
I'm not a bedtime reader. If I'm in the bed, I want to go to sleep.
It's because you're not a good sleeper. Like naps and things, you'll like go to sleep, and it does not matter what time she goes to sleep. She's up at like 6 or 5, like that auto clock thing, and I'm just like,
it's usually 5:30.
Why?
If I sleep to 7 or later, like check on me. Because something is wrong, okay?
But this is coming from an insomniac. So if I'm in bed, I'm usually not sleeping. So
there's that.
Number 2. Oh, this is a good one. Bookmark or random piece of paper.
So a couple of years ago, not even a couple of years ago, maybe a couple of months ago, y'all, if somebody would have asked me that, I would have been like, anything is fine. Because I would buy a book and put it right in the bookshelf. Never open it, nothing. So I didn't really care about bookmarks. But ever since I started annotating, I realized the importance. So I will not use anything but a bookmark. Go ahead and tell the people. This
Okay.
bitch will use a receipt.
I will
See
use
her.
anything. If I don't annotate anymore, but back when I was annotating, my bookmark had to match the book, or at least the theme of the book. But I will pick up it. It just needs to be thin enough to go between my pages and not ruin my book. That I will use anything. Lately, I have been doing a lot of ebook reading, and so obviously it saves your spot. But if I'm reading a physical book, I will use anything. I'm trying to be better about that because sometimes I forget, like, this is an important receipt and I need it and I can't find it until I open my book and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm trying to do better about using bookmarks, and I happen to like love and have a fascination with bookmarks. So maybe that's why I don't use them too much, because I kind of collect them.
You do have a shoebox of bookmarks, if you will.
But I'm going to do better. I don't want to use random
And
pieces of
don't
paper.
none of her damn bookmarks match any other books that I'm annotating, so I still have to buy them.
How do you know that?
I just told you what you put it in because I was looking.
When I showed you that, I was showing you that bookmarks aren't lame. They were not an invitation for you to use them.
Okay, well, I didn't use them.
I don't even use them. Why would I want you to use
Okay,
them?
well, I was going to use them. Why would they just sit there?
Because okay.
You just realized that you're a collector of them.
I know.
I always
but now
use
I
this
feel
about you.
offended and affronted and violated.
Well, I tried to violate your bookmarks with my books, but they didn't work, so there's that.
Okay. Question 3. Can you just stop reading, or do you have to stop after a chapter / a certain amount of pages?
I'm not a savage, Nikki. I'm not a savage. I immediately have to stop at a chapter. I'm not a savage.
So for me, I need to stop. I don't like stopping. Like it really, I might have a slight case of OCD. That makes my skin crawl, having to stop in the middle of reading. So it's an emergency. I don't just naturally do that. For me, it needs to be the end of the page or the end of the chapter, or at a page break, because like that's the end of the scene and we're going into a new scene. But just like in the middle, that is savagery. Like
I actually just learned what page breaks were. So I don't know if you guys know, but I'm annotating the book Black from Joan Vazar. So there is parts where there was like some waves, you know, and I didn't know what was going on. So I asked my daughter, I was like, baby girl, what does it mean when it does that? And she was like, what? And I'm like, in the book where there's this. And she was like, what? And I said, what does it mean when they have this? And she said, Mom, it's a new thought. Like, they're moving on. And I was like, whoa. She said, it's called a page break. And I was like, oh my gosh, lower your hands when you talk to me. Because I felt like she was really getting disrespectful doing all of this. Like,
keep up, Mom.
you better slow your hands down, okay? Because I was like, who do you think you talking to? But now I know that that's what it is. But I've never had that before, so I didn't know. And I'm like, okay, you know.
Story. So for those of you who don't know, I read to Sarita from time to time. And what do I do whenever there's a page break?
Which I didn't know what she was.
That's what I'm like. When she told me this, I'm like, Sarita, you know about page breaks.
Page break. Mind you, I'm an audio girly, right? So I always thought maybe they just didn't do that. But yeah,
They don't do that. That's something special I do for her. So
Okay.
she knows page break.
But I
she
did
can't
not
see it.
know what it was. But yes, you guys, I don't care if she's reading like, and they went to the store. Page break. She'll get real rough with it every single time. So no, I did not know.
I don't know why I aggressively praise break.
But
But
even if she's
it's
reading
my
a
thing.
children's book, like it's crazy.
It's my thing.
Okay, we all have our things.
Do you, question 4. Do you eat or drink while reading?
I drink while I read, and sometimes if I'm at the annotation station, I'll have a piece of candy. But like actual food, no, I don't do that.
Are you an animal? No, I'm joking. I just drink. I just drink. I might eat if I'm listening to an audiobook.
Oh, but you know what? When I'm at work on my lunchtime and I'm listening, then I'll have my lunch because like I have to finish the chapter, you know.
But if I'm doing my Kindle, an ebook, or a physical book, I will never eat. because I'm clumsy. You do the math.
That's a you problem.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'll just let it play and eat. And then also germs and touching things. I don't like that.
I like to enjoy my food. And I don't know if I can truly enjoy it if I'm like trying to pay attention and everything else. So like at work, it's fine because I need to eat so that I can get back to what I'm doing. But when I'm like actually eating, I want to take my time and enjoy this broccoli.
Food connoisseur that you are. Yes. Or if the story's whisper sync, yes. So as long as I don't have to like touch anything while I eat, I will listen to an audiobook. Question 5, multitasking, music or TV while reading?
Okay. A couple of months ago, I would have told you, what kind of circus animal are you? That you can do that. But now I realize that you don't have to be a circus animal. You just have to be a focused human, okay? Because I listen to music while I annotate now. So, but that's something that I never ever thought I could do. As you all know, I am dyslexic. So as a dyslexic person, you really have to reread everything or really pay attention to do so. So in my mind or in my heart, this whole time, my whole life, because it takes me longer to read something, I had to be so focused and I couldn't do anything else. So lo and behold, to be able to listen to music like, it's pretty much like an orchestra. Sometimes I will listen to music with words, but actually listening to music and still being able to read was like, what? There's a different world out here. And I didn't know that. I wouldn't say that I do it outside of annotating, but when I'm annotating, I am listening to music and different things. But if I'm just listening to a book or, you know, whatever, I don't listen to music. I don't want to talk to people. I like to just stay focused on what I'm doing.
That's actually true. She'll catch a whole attitude if you try to talk. She'll be like, she wants you to know that you're in front of her. Let me go back 30 seconds. And I'm like, I'm just asking if you're ready to eat.
I know, but I have to hear every single word because I'm not seeing the words. I want to hear like that sigh. That was a sigh of irritation, or was it a sigh of release?
It truly does impress me. Sometimes I get confused, or I'm not confused, but I'm like you said, what kind of sigh is that? Like, I'm so impressed how you can differentiate the things just by listening. That's why I truly do love having the words, because of the being able to tell. For me, I cannot watch TV and read. I can do music.
Well, watching TV and reading. Are you really reading or are you really watching TV?
I can't do both.
Because when I watch a show, I need to know everything. I want to know what color they were wearing. I want to know what color socks they had on.
Yeah.
Why he turned this way. Did he pull her hair? Was it a romantic gaze or not? So how can I do that?
I was about to say, so if, like, say my nephew is watching something, I will be able to read because I'm tuning out whatever he's playing. But me personally, I'm not doing both. I can't do that. Number 6, one book at a time or several at once?
I am a novel whore. At all times, I'm juggling between 6 at all times. I like to keep them moving. So I when I first started reading, I will say I was a one book woman. I focused on that book. I was taking the notes on that book. I only talked about one book. I was really serious about just doing one. So I will say that when I started reading 2 books at a time, I was like looking around like, is somebody gonna be like, you didn't finish that book, Serena? You know, so it was my own kind of, and then I slowly started adding books in. Like right now, I'm reading 8 books right now. And I'm enjoying all of them. And no, none of them were on my TBR. Don't ask me my business, okay?
Okay. I'm definitely a several books at once kind of girl. I'm an extreme mood reader. So that kind of helps me from shifting gears of like, okay, just completely putting down this book because it's not feeding my mood. Jumping around really helps. I don't know how many books I'm reading out right now. I am halfway through one of my TBR books.
Oh, good for you.
It's the novella.
Why does she say that like she's been freaking reading this long
That's
novel?
not true. I'm actually also pretty deep into one of the books. Listen, it's been really hard to read lately. Like, her kids are savages when it comes to movies. You can't do anything else.
This is true. She's not lying. They
are. So it's that time of year. I'm not reading as much as I normally would. Like, I can't wait to have like a proper reading month so that y'all can see like we real readers. Like, we read. Mm-hmm. Right now I feel like it's like you guys are occasional readers.
So you like to read is what I'm getting.
Yes. Question 7, reading at home or everywhere? Say it with your chest.
I'm an everywhere reader because these fucking kids won't allow me to be great. When I tell you, if it looks like I'm gonna pick up my phone to press play, if it looks like I'm gonna grab that Kindle, if it looks like I'm gonna touch a book, all of a sudden, mom, then my mom, Sarita, my dad, baby girl. Yes, I'm baby girl to my dad. Like, always, everybody wants to text me, do this and that. But if I am out on a walk, do you think a random stranger walks up to me and stops me from reading? No, they don't. When I'm at work, my clients, for the most part, will be sleeping. When I'm at the grocery store, pushing my cart, just listening, enjoying. I'm not mad about it.
Right, I'm not mad to be a mom.
I'm not mad to be a mom. I love my kids, okay? But, so the answer to that question is, I prefer to read outside.
Everywhere. If I have a chance to read and I'm in a book, I'm gonna read. That's something I'm trying to work on. I was very proud of myself at the wine tasting that in between time, I didn't read a book on my phone.
If you would have done that.
I didn't do it though. And it's not that I'm not interested, but if I have free time and I'm in the middle of a book, baby, I'm gonna read, okay? That's my natural, even if we are on the cart, I'm like, while Sarita's, I'm gonna read. If I get the chance, I'm going to read. I am an everywhere, at home, on the go, I'm gonna read. That's me. And lately outside, you're right, it's the only place we've been able to read because everything at home is like festive. And I don't even do festive. So what the heck am I getting caught up in the drama for?
Ew.
Just being honest. Question 8. Reading out loud or silently in your head?
So, I am a read in my head kind of girl, but answer them out loud. So I will be reading and then I'll be like, who is he talking to? You know, I'm one of those kind of readers. So I don't read at the library.
Right. So that's what I'm like that too. I'm definitely. But I don't read out loud, but I'm talking to myself as I read like this. I just
You're reading in a whisper.
It's not necessarily a whisper. I guess it is out loud. It's not necessarily a whisper, but like it's just more to myself. And it actually drives my nieces and nephews crazy. Like literally, they hate when I read out loud. They hate when I'm reading to anyone because I'm always going to be animated. They'll be like, that's not necessary, Nikki. But I'm doing it anyways, you know? That's why Sarita's my favorite person to read with because she matches my energy. We will get hyped. We'll be like, who is he talking to? No, let's take off.
And we'll be like, get it, sis.
Someone matching your energy is so important.
Like,
and the kids don't match my energy.
Reading buddies are important. Like reading friends, reading sisters, like people that will get what's going on with you are so excited because there have been times when I have come home or even just called her and I'll be like, hey girl, what are you doing? And she sounds so sad and I'm like, what happened? And she'll be like, can you believe? And I'll be like, fuck him, you know, because I know it hurts her. Do you know what I mean? There's like times where I'm like, I can't believe this. And then there'll be other times when I'm just hype and I can't turn down. And she was like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, okay, I'm tired. I'm in an urban romance.
I just get, and I get it. Because it brings out it.
It's
brings
something
it
about having someone that understands.
I can always tell when we're reading urban because Serena will say finna. And she never says finna. Like, never. So when she's like finna, I'm like, what you reading?
Yeah. I do take one.
It got you in the mood.
It got me there. It just does.
So silently out loud. Question 9. Do you read ahead or even skip pages? That's a negative.
I'm looking for the scum.
That's a negative.
I'm just kidding. I know a lot of people that do that.
I do too, and I just...
But for me, I can't do that because, like, I don't know why. But why do people do that?
So for me...
Is that I know it's a thing,
It is
but why?
It's definitely a thing. For me, I'm not gonna skip pages. I'm not gonna read ahead, but I will be like, okay, Sweeta, just prepare me mentally. Am I gonna cry? Okay, I'm gonna cry. Okay, I just need the mental prepare, but don't tell me because I don't want to know. I just want to know the emotional state I should be in because if I'm gonna cry, I don't need to be in public because I don't tears. No, I'm boo-hooing like I just lost my best girl. Okay, I am devastated.
And I'm her best girl, so y'all know she crying, okay?
I'm devastated. Like in the fetal position, I need a hug, devastated. Like that's how enraptured I get. So I just need to know this ain't an outside read, girl.
So for me, I don't do that because most of the time it's an audiobook. So I would have to skip ahead to go back to where I was. So I don't do that. But I also don't like, you know, when people tell you the book or tell you the movie, I'm not one of those kind of people because I have a good memory. I'll have to wait for a long time to finish reading that book so that I could forget or at least be surprised. So I don't normally do that.
Agreed. Question 10, breaking the spine or keeping it like new, your physical book.
So I used to keep it like new. I'm telling you, I would take it from the author who just signed it. I would put it in my suitcase, bring it home, and put it in the bookshelf. But now that I have been annotating, I've been going back and forth between do I want to buy one to annotate and then one to just keep on the shelf because you do break the spine.
I keep my books like new. I'm just saying, I attempt to keep my books like new.
Because she did spill something on her books the other day.
It was not the other day. It was a while ago. And that's why I wasn't eating and reading at the same time. My book just happened to be near me and somehow the sauce just spilled over it.
It was so devastating.
When I cried, I cried. I was so hurt. I don't want to talk about it and you're real crappy for bringing it up.
It was so crazy because Zion was like, what happened? Oh my God, did somebody die in your book? And she was like, it's the book, Zion. It died. It was so funny. And he's such a sweetheart. He was just like, Mom's gonna buy you another book. I was like, don't tell her what I'm gonna do with my money.
And then the last question, number 11. Do you write in your books?
No. I do have the clear sticky notes. So I can write on those, but I don't write in the book.
Nikki, 18-year-old Nikki, when she was reading and annotating, she wrote in the book. Grown Nikki as an adult in her 30s would not write in her book. I would do the clear sticky notes. But I don't feel like clear sticky notes were a thing back when I was annotating.
But I do like if I'm looking on Pinterest for, I like to look up color palette ideas and things. I know. Anywho, so when I'm looking up color palette ideas, sometimes I'll come across someone that does annotate or like they draw pictures in the book. So like that is amazing. Like if I could do something like that, maybe I would. But like all I know how to do is some sunflowers and freaking smiley face. That doesn't make no sense.
And y'all have seen my writing. Why would I defile a book with it? So
yeah, her writing's pretty bad.
Thank you. Well, that was our first book tag.
How did we do?
I think we did good, and I think we should do the new to booktube tag because I think it would really help us find some vision in our booktube universe.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's just do it.
We're doing it! Okay, we're not. That's Instagram.
I was cheersing because we're doing what you want.
Oh, I thought you were doing keep sipping and stay tipsy. Thank you. We're doing what I want for a change. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, ring a ding, 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 ding. Thank you to our silent supporters. We love all of you guys.
Please share the video. It helps the channel.
And we are trying so hard to grow.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.